When should you get some help for someone with Alzheimer's or dementia? Today, we will conquer that question. Welcome to Answers About Alzheimer's, where we answer all of your questions about Alzheimer's and other dementias. We have kind of a mantra here, if you will. Together we can. I say that often because caregiving can be a lonely place to be. We all need a safe place to gather and share some common issues, and that's right here. As you're watching all of the other videos on this channel, be sure to take just a few seconds and let me know what your takeaways or your DBT, dementia breakthroughs, are for each one. If there's a particular problem or question that you have and you can't find a video on that topic, drop me a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you with whatever information you may need. My name is Debra and I owned a home care business for a very long time. In that time of my life, I helped many families just like you determine when and how much help was needed by doing an in-home assessment. Most seniors want to stay at home or at their current living situation. It can be very difficult for family members to determine if this is a reasonable possibility. You may also want your loved one to stay home, but you personally cannot commit. Caregiving is a full-time job, and in many cases, a lot more than full-time hours. You might live too far away, or maybe you have your own family and children to take care of. You have a full-time job and other commitments. There can be a world of reasons, and one of them can be you just don't want to. Not everyone is cut out to be a full-time caregiver. Many families I've met with want to keep their relationship as it is and not evolve it into a caregiving role. The kids want to keep spending quality time, fun time, visiting rather than doing chores. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that. Nothing at all. Before I continue, I want to point out two things. These are very important. First, have discussions with the person with dementia. Ask them what they want. They are adults and they still have rights. They deserve to be heard. I guarantee you, if you ask permission to talk about their situation and show them respect, you'll get a lot farther. Tell them that you're listening and that you'll do your best to support their wishes. I'll do another video on that for you, like a role play video. The second very important point is when we are dealing with a person with impaired judgment, when they are making poor choices, when they're doing things that bring up safety concerns, this person has no more choices. Those days are long gone. There comes a time when what they want might not be an option. Safety must come first, period. Now, that doesn't mean we can't include them or try to make them feel like it was their decision. I've worked with countless of families that have hit a roadblock by hearing, well, mom doesn't want to, so... And I get it. You know, this shit's hard. I know, I've been there. But here's the thing. If mom is not taking her pills correctly, if she's wandered outside, if she has moldy food in the fridge, started a fire, these are safety issues. Serious safety issues. Mom's brain can no longer take care of herself. Let me ask you a question. As her living conditions are right now, would you let her take care of your small child for the weekend? Wow. Or let's say you have to have surgery and you will be stuck in bed and need round-the-clock care for a few days. Would you move in with her and let her take care of you? Okay, so if she can't take care of others, how is she managing on her own? She's not. I know this is eye-opening stuff. One last thing on this. Guilt. Trust me on this. And you can watch my video about my personal story. My mom was killed by a family member. But the guilt, if you do not step in, if you do not step up, if you allow a person with dementia to make their own decisions, bad decisions, unsafe decisions, it's a matter of when and not if. But when they hurt or kill themselves or others, that's when you'll really regret it. Trust me, I know this firsthand. And if I can save one person from the years of self-torture and guilt, then I've succeeded. All right, now that I've said my piece, this is a balance. So off we go. Sometimes it can be easy to miss the signs that someone is declining. A decline can be very gradual, making it harder to recognize. Some reasons for not recognizing a decline is if you live far away and see your loved one occasionally. Many older adults will rally and have a few good days and fool the visitor into thinking that they're okay. Another reason can be the out-of-town relative comes to visit and they don't want to be intrusive, or they just don't know what to look for. They may feel uncomfortable looking at the meds or peeking in the fridge, but that's exactly what we need to do. I suggest asking permission out of love and concern, not by accusing. We'll get into that a little bit more later on. Another problematic issue is commonly overlooked is a couple that is covering for each other. They split the difference, right? For instance, one has memory loss, so the person with dementia drives and the other navigates. This is very concerning. These types of situations are very common. Another reason warning signs go unnoticed is that we are too close to the situation. We're over there so much that we don't see the decline because it's come on slowly. Try to come in with the perspective of a stranger. This may bring you more insight. You know, this is about love and concern, not bulldozing or pushing. This must be communicated to the person that you are concerned about. Tell them that you love them and smile. Your loved one may not know that they're falling behind on chores or self-care. If their dementia is affecting their brain responsible for reasoning, which, by the way, is prominent in the beginning stages, they think they're fine, and you're just butting your nose in where it doesn't belong. Next up is things to look for. I'm going to break this down into 4 categories. The first one is the kitchen. Is there spoiled, moldy food in the fridge? Are there expired canned goods and pantry items? Is there a lack of food in the home? Is the freezer stocked with all frozen meals, or maybe it's all sweets and ice cream and there's no fresh food, fruits or vegetables? Look at the cooking utensils. Do any of the pots and pans show evidence of a fire? Let's look at the rest of the home now. Is the home being maintained? Is there excessive clutter? The person may have trouble keeping up, and this clutter also turns into tripping hazards. Are there dirty dishes put away, or are they reusing the dishes several times before washing them? My mom used to do that. Is the laundry piling up? When was the last time the sheets were changed? Changing the bed is exhausting. How does the outside of the home look? Is the landscaping being kept up? Physical changes are up next. Has there been any weight gain or weight loss? Have they had any falls? Do they have body odor or urine odor? Are they sleeping a lot more than usual? Have you noticed a change in mood or personality? Are they wearing the same clothes day after day? And are they still engaged in activities and hobbies, or have they become more isolated recently? Are they still participating in their social circles and their past routines? The last area we're going to cover is their personal management. Are they missing doctor's appointments? Do they have piles of bills or unable to keep track of their finances? Are they giving away money or getting scammed? Are they keeping up with filling their prescriptions? These are all very concerning warning signs that this person needs some help. Sometimes the hardest part is talking about it and getting the person to accept assistance. The conversation needs to have the right tone. You can't just say, "Mom, you need help. You can't do it anymore." That's just going to blow up in your face. Who wants to be told they can't take care of themselves? No one. Our approach needs to be warm and not accusing or belittling. I have more videos on these types of communication, but for a quick tutorial, try saying something like, "I love you, Mom, and I want to hear what you think." You could ask them what might take the load off for them and let them speak. Give them some power. You can also say that whatever they say makes sense, so you're validating them. In my book, Forget Me Not, I have a whole chapter dedicated to doing this successfully. Another tactic is to say something like, "Mom, what do you want? Do you want to stay here at home?" Her answer, of course, will be yes. And then you reply, "Me too. I want that too. Maybe we can work together to plan how we can make that happen." See how much better that is than, "Mom, you can't anymore." Mom is thinking that she's going to lose her independence. Another way to go about this is to say, "Mom, I don't want you to lose your independence. Let's find a way to support and enhance your independence so we can make your wish to stay home a reality. We can do this together. I love you." You need to practice these types of statements because it's way easier to just blurt out the "you can't" or "I told you so." So practice and stop and pause before you say anything. A pause in the conversation is better than saying the wrong thing and blowing it. If you see that the conversation is taking a wrong turn and you don't think you can recover, then call it a day and approach again another time. Know when to quit. So look for those other videos, comment, and tell me what plan of action you have now. Together we can. I'll see you next time. Are you drowning in dementia? Are you just trying to survive another day? Is your relationship with your person with dementia suffering? Then make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you can keep up on all the most current strategies and methods that you need to survive another day. Visit us at answersaboutalz.org to access even more training programs designed just for you in mind.